you better bring your fucking A game, because the kids were out in the fucking cold in a parking lot in New Jersey all night waiting for you to bring your A game. So you don't phone it in on this tour. You try to make every fucking show Wembley Stadium. My name's Brandon. I sing and play guitar in the Architects, and you're watching Project Greenroom.
Alright, so here we are with Brandon from the Architects, not the Architects UK. A little bit of a difference.
A little bit.
How does it feel dealing with the misconceptions sometimes? You know, people look you up and they forget the UK.
I think they have to deal with the misconception more than I do. I'm doing pretty grand. I don't have a whole lot of complaints. I think it's probably more. It's not really an MP. It's more of a YP. It's their problem.
That's good though. That's good. Now you guys are all the way from Kansas City. King of barbecue with sauce on it. Wet barbecue.
Real barbecue.
Real barbecue.
Not just grilled meat, but actual barbecue that involves multiple levels of skill. Yeah, real. There are other places that have things. I mean, you can't fucking you can't step to Kansas City BBQ. Like, it's not.
On another level?
Yeah, it's just not possible. Like, you know, other places have some really decent meat, and there's some places that have some cute sauces and shit. But no, not
Kansas City all the way.
No, they can't beat Arthur Bryant's. They can't beat Gates. They can't touch it. Real barbecue. Real barbecue lives where I live.
So as soon as you guys get home, right there?
I don't know. Actually, as soon as we get home, it might be like a health food, for instance.
Right.
Like it might be a sushi feast or something. So.
Junk food for the past couple.
Yeah, a lot of crunchy food happening, and it'd be good to get away from that for a minute.
So you guys were on the My Chemical Romance tour. How did you guys get hooked up on this tour, if I can?
Our last record came out on Frank's label Skeleton Crew, and that's, you know, that happened, I don't know, a while ago, and then I just started hearing rumors that, like, hey, we might get offered this tour, and then we got offered this tour, and we said, fuck yeah. And, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of, like, there wasn't a lot of background, there wasn't a lot of politics or, like, you know, finagling or whatever. I didn't have to, you know, chase anybody around, you know, begging for whatever. It just happened this way, and great.
Right, so now My Chemical Romance fans, as you know, are very loyal fans, very onto the band. Now, how's the response been, you know, playing to a couple thousand kids tonight who may not know you?
They've been awesome. Like, you could not say that My Chem fans are, like, you know, loyal to a fault or anything like that. Like, they're loyal in all the best ways. You know, like they're awesome. The kids have been absolutely fantastic night after night. Like, we keep waiting for the other shoe to drop to play that one night where the kids aren't so awesome. But every night, kids are awesome.
Now, how has Jersey been? I mean, last night, you know, you had Thursday at My Chem, both hometown shows. How was the energy for you guys first band?
No complaints.
Now, better from Jersey before and past tours, you notice, or this area in general, New York City, Jersey?
Well, okay, so I'll say that, like, the shows that we just did in New York were pretty off the chain. Like, those were pretty awesome shows. Yeah, and it's a nice place, and those were pretty awesome shows. But it's completely apples and oranges to compare any one show on this tour to another one, because they're all. You know, your worst day on this tour is still better than, you know, your 10 best days touring in clubs for 25 people.
That's what I was going to say. How does it go to feel from playing smaller club in-your-face shows to a couple thousand people a night?
There's nothing negative about it. I mean, you rarely find yourself going, oh, I really miss playing that chicken coop in Corpus Christi, you know, to, like, you know, to 10 kids or whatever. Like, nah, no, this is all right. This is good. Yeah.
Now, The Hard Way came out in 2009 on Skeleton Crew. I was wondering about the album title. Is it kind of like implying the hard way, you know, DIY, what you guys are doing out there, or is it something totally different?
It kind of seems to be our lot in life, is that, like, you know, we don't get the easy break. You know, like, we don't get, like, you know, oh, we like Coldplay just woke up one morning and we're Coldplay. You and that will never be us. Like, we will always have to sweat it a lot harder than the next band, and that's fine. That's totally cool with us. We wear that like the red badge of courage or whatever. It's great with us.
Now, you recorded that with Aaron Connor in 2009. Now that came out a couple years ago. Is there plans to go in the studio soon with him, or?
We've been making a ton of demos and writing and stuff, and we had to kind of put the kibosh on that for a minute to go out and fuck around on this little tour with My Chemical Romance.
Right.
Obviously, I'd rather be in my bedroom writing songs. So when we get home from we'll go back to writing and demoing and stuff like that, and hopefully by the end of the summer we'll have a record or something like that. I don't know. I'm not putting a schedule in stone on this one. The last 3 records were all done with like a fucking gun to my head. So it's like, okay, we got 41 days to finish writing this record, and then we have 8 days in the studio, and then we have exactly 193 days before it comes out, and fuck that noise. Like, I'm like,
over that.
Yeah, that was fun 3 times in a row, and I don't want to do it anymore. So no schedule on this one. It'll happen when it happens.
So what's it like being part of Skeleton Crew? It seems like it's more than just the label. It deals with all aspects of the band.
They're like, yeah, I mean, they're like ridiculously supportive of stuff, and they have a really great. There's like a really great bunch of kids that are just that are just into that and just part of Skeleton Crew, and it's it's unlike anybody else's label. It's unlike any other label situation out there. I mean, unless maybe there's something else like it. I don't know. I don't care. I like where I'm at.
Exactly. Now, how many records have you put out with that?
Just the one.
Just the one.
Yeah.
So before that, how did you guys transition into Skeleton Crew? Was it just being Frank, or?
We were on a label that I was the general manager of. That I was working for this label, and we were on the label, and we did that for a while, and then Frank made it really clear that he wanted to make a record with us, and we were like, well, yeah, all right, anybody want to make a record with us? Yes, we're in, and so like I don't know, it really wasn't much of a transition. It was more like one day we were just like, yeah, okay, that's it, we're doing it, and that was it. Yeah. I mean, Frank had some, rather than I give Frank like 1,000,000 points for not like having some lawyer call me or something like that, because instead he had all the Skeleton Crew kids like fucking nuke our MySpace page with comments that was like all these it was like 500 comments of, you guys should do a record with Skeleton Crew. You guys should do a record with Skeleton Crew. You guys should do a record with Skeleton Crew. We're like, all right.
Guess we got it.
Point taken. We will email Frank. And so that proves that he's a classy guy.
Right.
And I like working with him.
So now what's great about you guys is influence-wise, lyrically, it's kind of like Bruce Springsteen storytelling, lyrically, and you have guitar riffs that are very reminiscent of AC/DC. You guys are all over the music spectrum.
It's not like there's one person in the band who loves the Boss, and one person who loves AC/DC, and one person who loves the Who. It's like, no, we like all that. Like, there's actually very little music where we will openly disagree.
Right.
I mean, I know better than to subject the band to some of the music that I love. Like, I will not force them to listen to it in the band because I just know better. It's like, hey, you know what? Annie Lennox, that's my thing. I'm the one who likes Annie Lennox, and that's cool. Yeah, we're all pretty much in the same spot as far as like how we want like what kind of music we really like playing, and that's it. It's like I want to be in a band that that is like AC/DC with Bruce Springsteen's heart. Like, fuck yeah! How would it not be cool to be in that band?
Exactly. Now, you just mentioned the van. Now, you guys out in the van on this one?
Fuck yeah. There was a silver lining to the van at one point. Not so much anymore. I mean, it's something that you do. It's like, it's part of your basic training as a band is to like, go out there and slurp shit and live in a van and you know, and tough it out and learn how to, you know, live in a van with 5 people or 8 people or however many people you got with you. And that's cute. I did that. You know, I got that. My passport is stamped. Lived in a van, and I don't know. It's kind of lost its charm with me.
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying I got to be on a fucking black Learjet with an architect's logo on the wing, but it would be kind of rad to you know, not sleep on Pennsylvania highways with fucking potholes the size of a Mini Cooper. Like, if I had the option of not sleeping in a van on that, that'd be great.
So today is Mother's Day. You guys are thousands of miles away from home.
Yeah.
How do you deal with relationships back at home while you're on the road?
You make a lot of apologies. You got to apologize a lot. Ask for a lot of forgiveness, because yeah, and like typically the illest shit always happens when you're on tour. Like, you know, like this morning my dogs killed my neighbor's cat. That was my this morning drama. I was like, oh, awesome. I woke up to a text message like, oh, the dogs killed the neighbor's cat. Terrific.
I'm in Jersey.
Who do I have to call? Like, apparently I need to call and make some apologies. And when I'm done doing that, I'll call my mom and say, oh, I'm really sorry we can't hang out on Mother's Day. I'm in New Jersey. It's sunny.
It's sunny.
You know?
Can't complain.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for talking to the Aquarian Weekly. Nice day, being in Jersey, and good luck on the rest of the tour.
Definitely.
Ended up in Vegas, and we'll see you guys soon. A new record, hopefully.
Cool, yeah. New record, hopefully.
Skeleton Crew, 2011.
2011. That'd be great.
No schedule.
No schedule. Skeleton Crew, 2000, whenever.
Bastards at the gate, your walls are tumbling, your pretty plastic world is crumbling, crumbling.